Hello everyone, how are you doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get today's video session. Here we go. Yeah, how do I do today? Welcome to my video session today. Today, I will be showing you the Panasonic Q. For real. No speech. Real Panasonic Q today. Today, you will be getting the review of the Panasonic Q. Okay, maybe I'm not going to be showing it on putting it on the screen, but we're going to talk about everything about it. I'll be showing you everything we actually get with it. Right, first things first. First, let's get along with the cables. So, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get right. You get the RCA mess. Look at it. Look at it very carefully. You get that. White, red, and yellow. These two, right, are for audio. This one's for video. Okay. So, but what do you get on the other side? Cable gives a line, cable gives a line, cable gives a line. The same. It's the same on the other side. If you got these right, you got the port on your television, you could put this on straight away. If you haven't, you could buy a SCART with these three that you could put on there. And just put it behind the phono sockets of the SCART and put the SCART behind your television. Just that way around it. Okay, so you get that cable with it. This is for your audio and video. Alright. Audio is sound, give you stereo sound. Video is to bring it on screen. Okay. This is the power cord. If you look at this very carefully, this is used for international countries. And you can't use it in the UK. Okay? We'll go a bit more. And there's a cable. This is a power cord, alright? I will show you all the connections, how you do from Panasonic U, don't worry. That goes beyond the system. Okay. Tape recorder card lead. Okay. Then you get one of these. You get the official Panasonic game controller. The cable's pretty long. I figured out this game controller performs better than the original Nintendo GameCube controller. It's actually better. The Panasonic one's better. In my opinion, it's better. Performs really well. First of all, let's look at the cable. is the same one. You can enter the game cube, okay? The game is pretty long, look at that. Stars on there, look at that. It's alright, good length. Okay, to the game controller, there you go. This is the Panasonic game controller. The analog, the D-pad, C-stick, start button. Everything on this controller is quality. Okay. All the clicking sounds on the shoulder bones of that. And then you got the back. Side. And the other side. A very, very good quality controller. Okay. Get that with it as well. This is a really, really good bonus thing. You get a Panasonic. Look at this. Panasonic remote control. It's got Japanese faceplate on it. Okay. You could buy the English one, but it's very hard to get. Alright. So there you go. Very nice. Very quality remote control. If you can't understand this controller, this remote control, watch one of my previous videos. You'll understand it more. Okay? Because there's already been a video on this remote control previously. Okay? You shouldn't have any problems with it. It's pretty easy to use. Now finally, the Panasonic Cube. This is it. Look at that. You can see everything. Everything. It's like a mirror faceplate. Let's look at this machine very carefully. Handle on this side. Handle on this side. What you do, look at this. Look at that one. You can carry it, look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? That is the LCD display, which has a blue LED light on this thing. Okay? This part. Let me look at this very, very carefully before we move on to it. All right. Don't do that much for you guys. Rewind, forward, okay? Oh gosh, very heavy one. Then stop, play, pause, rewind, forward. All the buttons are there. That is so cool, isn't it? Now, look at this very carefully on the front. You got buttons here, you got buttons here. Alright. This, can you see all that? That's a mirror faceplate. Can you see? You can see everything that you put in front of it. Yeah, it is like that. A mirror faceplate. It's hard to hold here and tell you like that. I'm gonna go from this side and tell you what these bonds are. Alright, from top to bottom. The first one you get on the left side is okay. Power switch, dialogue enhancer, cinema, game reset. You get all that right. And from this side, from top to bottom, you get open, close, surround, what does that say? Base plus game. Alright. So what do each of these bonds do? What do they do? Okay, let's go for this one. Okay. On the left hand side, we've got a button called power switch. If you press that button, the system powers up. Means it turns on. That's what it means. And next one is a dialogue enhancer. A dialogue enhancer is language and stuff like that. You can change languages. Cinema. What do you think cinema is? All the formats, the screen sizes on the screen. It gives you all that. Game reset, it resets the system. It's mentioning the word game in there though. So that's really made for just for playing games. Okay. And the other side, open, close. We're going to go into that. It's a front loading tray. It comes out and goes inside. Stuff like that. Surround. It gives you a surround sound if you got surround speakers. Okay. Bass plus. This system gives you bass, which is a good feature. Game. Game is that you're playing Nintendo game games. That's what it means. Okay. Hold on. Right, we still ain't finished on the front yet. Okay. One, two, three, four. This system is a 4-player, just like the original Nintendo GameCube. You could connect 4 controls on this. Okay. It's got dots for each. Can you see that? If you look at the first controller, right, properly, look at that, that's amazing, look. 1 dot was for 1 player, 2 dots for 2 player, and 3, 4, and so on. These circles, when you power the system, yeah, will come up with a blue LED light around the circle. It actually does that. Looks really cool, okay? Below that, you got memory card slots. You got 2 of them. Alright? So that's the front part of it. I do have to say, have you ever seen a games console, right, with handles? Yeah? With a blue LED display and buttons on the top and buttons on the side and here. This system's really cool. There's so much to this system, innit, that you want to find in any system in world history. doing that. It's really, really impressive, this machine is. I mean, you don't get this kind of stuff on games consoles, do you? Not really. But this one, you do. The other thing about this is that it's in silver. The casing on this, right? Look, is very solid. I don't know what to call about this. This casing can hurt you. Yeah. If it hits your leg, it will actually hurt you. I think it's pretty solid. And because of this casing, the system's gone. My God, it's a bit heavy, man. It's gone really heavy. Putting a solid casing can hurt you, and it goes more heavier. That's the disadvantage I can see in this casing. I don't think you should be using a solid casing like this, really, because it makes it heavy, and it actually will hurt you. It's hurted me a few times. This damn thing, guys, no joke. It's too heavy, man. Sometimes you can't even handle it because of the weight. And you go a bit fidgety with it and it hits you. It actually hurts you as well. That's something I don't like about it. It's a bit heavy. Too far heavy. It's a very strong casing. If you like strong casing, then you got it on this one, mate. You got it. Because it's silver. It's a very strong casing. A lot of buttons on the top, front, the blue LED lights, and there's a display on it. And the display gives you information when you put a specific disc. When you put a disc, it will say, like, you know, if it's an audio CD, say track 1, track 2. It'll actually display down there. And if you want to play a game, you press this game button on there, as I told you here. Okay, you press that, and you will write game on here. It comes with dialogues like, hello means when it comes on, goodbye when you switch it off. It says all these kind of things on the display. It's a really nice display. Look at it properly. Yeah. Very nice display. Looks really great. And this part at the front is a mirror faceplate. Anything you put front of it, you can see in this. You can see even your own face in there. It's really clear, like a real mirror. You can watch your face and do all sorts of things on front of the screen. I tried, it actually works. I was very surprised. Really, really impressive that thing is. Okay, and this side, there is nothing. Okay, then on this side, you got nothing here, but you got an air vent, which is a fan. When there's heat, it comes out of here, outside. Okay, because it warms up. Now we're gonna look at. Oh, sorry. That top part. Look at it carefully. There. DVD video. That is a front-loading tray. It opens and it comes out and in with this button here. Okay. So this is a really good tray. It comes out as a normal thing. It's front-loading. Modern world, isn't it? Period. Front-loading anyway. Now the back part of this system is pretty crazy. I think the whole system is very feature-packed. So much going on this system. But just looking at it, just the way you just look at it, so much on this system. I mean, you won't see any games console like this. You won't see one. This is one of the greatest in color, size, design, feature-packed one. Now look at this. We're gonna go this very carefully now. Okay. Here, it's for audio. Okay? Audio. We're gonna go everything into it now properly. These are the cables you use for this. They gave you one of them to connect. Now I'm going to show you how you connect it. Okay. Okay. One goes in there. Solar. There you go. Take a look at that. Goes in there. And the white one goes in to the next one, which is the colors. It's already giving you the colors. Put them in the right color and you're good to go. Okay. Take a look at that. Put the cables in the right colors. That's what you do. You're thinking the yellow one. We're going to go into that. Don't worry. Right. Okay. This one, cable for that, is a subwoofer. Look at it carefully. Okay? And this one is S video. And this one, show you RC again. The yellow one is this one. This one goes in here. Again, it's yellow, so just put the yellow one cable in there. Look at that. So I fit it in now. That's how you fit the audio video cable. Okay? Here, that is a DTS that you use on your televisions and receivers. Any sound from your television can be directly input to it on the speakers you've connected. It does that. Every time you have a DTS output, right, it brings it to a television, doesn't it? But this thing is really made for receivers, because you want to output sound from this system, don't you? Not from the television. So can you do that from the television to this? No, you can't. You can't do that. You need to put this to a sound system, because the whole thing I'm showing you is to connect it to speakers. Okay, you need to have the same thing to get it disconnected, because when you do look at the television DTS, right, that's to bring the television sound, isn't it? But you're not going to be able to do that, are you really? That's to bring output from the television. Well, maybe you can do it because it's on screen, isn't it? Maybe there is a way of doing it to bring in that. But to be honest, you should be connecting this thing to speakers, not connecting directly to a television. No, I wouldn't recommend that because I don't think it's the right way of doing it. You have to connect a DTS cable from here to probably a Panasonic hi-fi system. Okay, then you got sound of it. But your Panasonic system needs to have a DTS in there. Otherwise, you won't have to get sound out of it. I will do some tests if you could do from a television. I don't have that cable anyway, so I'm gonna do it. Okay. Right. This is a AV multi-out for game. That was originally used in Nintendo GameCube console. Now the thing with that, you got that, you got that, you got that for your audio video. What's the difference? I mean, in terms of DVD and gaming, it'd be more like just the same for both of them. But the AV multi-out gives you sharper quality for playing Nintendo GameCube games. And probably for better video scanning. That's what that cable does. But still, using these audio video cable, it's really good. Because if you look at it, in a way, Panasonic gave you this one. They didn't give you that. They didn't give you that AV multi-out. I think they should have gave that, but they didn't. I think which is not a good idea. But they just gave you the audio video cable, which is this one, isn't it? The one I've just put on the back. Okay, they're giving you that. They both are quite good. Not more for this video scanning thing. If you're really into that, then you're probably gonna be bothered with it. But I think the audio video cable is it's really good enough. Don't make that fool you saying that, oh no, I think I should get having multi out. You can, you might just get a bit better quality and nothing else. You really can't even tell really. It's more like the same really. To be honest with you. Now this is the power cord that you need to understand a bit about it. Because if you live in the UK, you can have problems. Because obviously this system is from Japan. Okay? Their voltage is 100 volts. Okay, we're gonna go through that very, very carefully. The power cord goes in there. The one I got here right now. Okay? So it goes in here. Where are we? There we are. Okay? There you go. It's all in there now. The power cord. We choose this one. Okay, so these are all the connections. On the back. Now you're probably thinking, if you want to use controller number 1, this is very good. This machine is. Look what it does. You put it in there. Look at that. There's 1 dot. Okay, you put it in there. Which shouldn't be hard anyway. So you get the Panasonic game controller, the one you can get with the system. These are pretty expensive accessories on the system, alright? We're gonna go through everything here. There's more to tell you on this system. Come on, man. Yeah. look at this shape really carefully. Don't know if you can see it. And put it properly. It's very easy anyway. You go for the first dot, which is this one. Ready? That's it. It goes in there. Whatever dot you are, if you're a player 1, you'll go for the first dot and you'll put in there. If you're player 2, you go for the 2 dots. Goes in the second port. It's really good the way I did it. I've never seen that. Someone doing it on a games console. Really different. So everything now is connected. Except for this one. Wireless technology. So you don't need to do anything with that. Right. So now everything is connected to the system. Okay, see if I missed anything. No, I haven't, have I? Yeah. The other thing is that if you look very carefully again, look, where am I? There. There's 2 phono sockets there, isn't it? Can you see properly? There. You could connect those speakers there. We need another of these cables. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to tell you why is this machine so expensive? Why? I'm going to go into a bit later on. Now, to be honest, is this machine just a Nintendo GameCube and just a DVD? No, there's more than that. Now we see that the system from the front to the back, it's got loads of, it's feature packed. There's loads of sockets on there. On that side, it's very quality stuff. Okay. This system, let's go through all this. What can you actually, discs can you play? First of all, this system is a NTSC J Region 2. What does the J stand for? Japanese only. Because this system was made for the Japanese market only. Yeah, there was a mod to this system where you can mod it and then it plays Japan US games. Okay, yeah, we know all that kind of stuff. But the thing with this machine, it's very quality top. Now we're gonna go to all the formats. GameCube, DVD, VCD, audio, CDR, CDRW, and MP3 discs. It plays a lot. Now, the problem with the Nintendo GameCube games, they need to be Japanese discs. Okay, if you got this without mod, okay, because we're not reviewing the mod one anyway. You will need to buy the Japanese discs, okay, from Japan. And for DVDs, they need to be Japanese discs. Yeah, and TSC J Region 2. They need to be that. Audio CDs do not have any region lockouts. And the audio CDR or RW are copy discs, aren't they? They're made by yourself. So there can't be locks on that because you just made a copy yourself by using the PC or something. Same with the MP3. There won't be any lockouts on that because you make them yourself. I would say Nintendo GameCube games, DVDs, you will need Japanese discs, audio, CDR, CDRW, MP3. You'll be alright with it. Any disc will work from there. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you what's the best way around it. Definitely for Nintendo GameCube, you need to buy Japanese discs. But what about watching movies on it? How can you get around to that? If you got original discs and they're not from Japan, how can they work? There's a software called WinX DVD Ripper that will remove the regions. What it does, it will turn your DVD into MP4 video file, and it will be all region. You won't have any problems with that. But the problem is, it's just created a video file, and it's in MP4 format. It does that. Then what you do then, that MP4 video file, you use another program called Freemake Video Converter, and with that, you make that MP4 file to DVD disc. Once you make that DVD disc copy, it will work in a Panasonic Q. Alright? It will work in this flawlessly without any problems. You can do that. Every DVD disc you own, if you follow this method, but you will have to make these DVD disc copies though to do this. They will work. They will work. You need to make DVD disc copies on it. Each of the, and make sure you've got the original DVD discs on these movies. When you want to remove the region with WinX DVD Ripper, which turns into an MP4 video file, which is a good format, it's quite clear. So go for that MP4 one, and then make a disc with, Freemake Video Converter. That's the way around it. The other thing is that why is the Panasonic Q really expensive? We're gonna make this quick, okay? First of all, it's got a solid casing, a metal one. It's very solid. It looks like an expensive casing on there, which I think he should have used a plastic one, not a metal solid casing. We didn't actually name that. Okay? With that, the price rised a bit. Okay. The other thing is that he used a blue LCD display. It's another one which raised the price again. Okay. Then there are buttons from top to left to right. The buttons aren't any problem, but each of them is a feature. With each feature, the price rised again. And then the company used a mirror faceplate. I'm sure there's a bit of charge on that as well. Yeah, there's a bit of charge. Now the front port, the controller ports, they're fine. They got blue LED light. Does it matter? I think that should be fine. What about the actual back? So first of all, casing, expensive. Buttons, left to right, with features in there. Raise the price again. Okay. Then the LCD display. Well, that doesn't. LCD displays aren't cheap. Raise the price again. Okay, so raise the price. Now, if you look at the back, okay. I would say everything at the back is all fine. Nothing there can be actually removed because we need all the features on the back. I think everything there is fine. I think nothing should be removed from that. Old and new goodies, ports are all available. That's all fine. If the company, right, used a plastic casing, which is lightweight, this is a very good build one, will do. No LCD display, no buttons on the front. The price could be lowered a bit. Yeah. Because of this stuff, what is done, the Panasonic company is done. That's what made this system really expensive. They've done too much to this system. Far too much. That's why it's too expensive. That's why when it came out on import, it was £499. 99 pence. 500, this is £500 when it came out. I mean, is it good what he's done to the system? It's good. It's one of the most amazing games console in world history. I say that. But when originally people got the Nintendo GameCube, is it fair for them people? No. No. It's not. Because the Nintendo GameCube owners bought the Nintendo GameCube at a very cheap competitive price. They just about could afford that games console. Them people who own the Nintendo GameCube were not able to buy this system. They weren't able to afford it. That's the thing that the company didn't understand. They were expecting a multimedia with DVD features in there. That's what they wanted. But we didn't want a really expensive one, did we? We weren't looking for all this. Because if by doing all this, it raises the price, then there's no point doing this. Yeah, there's no point doing it. Because you're just making the system a really high price. A lot of people wouldn't buy it. Nintendo GameCube sales came from as a cube-shaped console, didn't it? And it was cheap. It's a good price. That's why a lot of people actually bought it. And now this thing didn't pick up much sales because of its price tag. Was it, even it was expensive, was it a success? I would say it was. They've sold about 100,000 of these. You got to think that amount of money they made out of these 100,000 systems. They've already made quite a lot. Come on, it's £499. You times that with 100,000. How much money have you made? Let's take a look into that. Hold on. Just calculate this. So if we got a system, right, which is £499, yeah? That's how much it cost, isn't it? Let's look at the other way. How much money they made of this selling 100,000 of these 3-importer scene. About £499,000. Whoa! Check it out. It's like buying a property. You know, £500,000. Would you say that's less money? I wouldn't. Because each system was £499. And with the mod, it used to be over around about 550 to £599 with a mod. It cost you that much. Still, whatever it is, it's the Panasonic Q games console is the most amazing games console in world history. This is a very good system. If you want something like this, it's really expensive. Okay, I warn you. Some of the sellers are selling this system from 800 to £1,100. That's how much it costs. Now, I'm going to go into something else, which is really important, which I did talk about before. It's this cable. Okay, this is the power cord that it comes with, yeah? That's fine. The Panasonic Q, right? Games console, yeah? Which is this one, yeah? Obviously, this is a Japanese system. And in Japan, they use 100 volts. And that's a problem, isn't it? 100 volts to 200 volts, you cannot use. You can't use that. No, you can't use it. If you try and do that, you'll damage the system because the voltage is too high. What you have to do to that to bring it to the same balance of the voltage to the UK. You know this one. Where would you connect this? You will connect this thing into a step-down transformer. You can order loads of these step-down transformers from Japan. There's a one company called Yasawa, something like that. These step-down transformers originally are made in Japan. Okay? They definitely are. If you didn't know the Panasonic Q, you'll be very amazed. The Panasonic Q games console is made in Japan as well. Yeah. By Panasonic. So you connect this to the step-down transformer, and the step-down transformer has a 2-pin again. Then where would that go? Because in the UK, we've got 3-pin wall outlets. You need to buy a plug, right? 2-pin to 3-pin. Okay. So you know the step-down transformer, the 2-pin, that goes into that plug, that adapter you want to call it. You put that into that, and then that 3-pin plug will go into the UK wall outlet. That's it. And then you should be able to power up your Panasonic Q in the UK. That's how you do it. Whatever country you live in. Because it is 100 volts, I would definitely go for a step-down transformer. If your voltage is not 100 watts, okay? Because it needs to be the same. In some countries it's 110, you still need for that. I would still go for that. And in the UK it's 240. You will need a step-down transformer to use this thing. Okay? So do use one, and that will protect your system. Even right now, I don't have one myself. I just ordered one. Just ordered a 2-pin to 3-pin plug adapter and a step-down transformer. I'm waiting for them. Once I got them, I will show you everything and power up this system and show you in action. And I'll probably, after that, another video, I will play some games and then I will show you everything how this thing works. There'll be lots and lots of stuff on the system. So watch out for my videos. I'm gonna be going too much into this thing. We're gonna be enjoying this Panasonic Q games console, man. We're gonna be playing lots of games on this thing. Yeah, it will be Japanese. Some games are already in Japanese anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. And it's been quite informative. Giving you a lot of information on this product. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye from now.